right, Steve. Next up, we've got a game in the Big Ten between a couple just mid-level teams, but because it's the Big Ten Western Division, Nebraska, if Wisconsin loses this week, even if they don't, let me correct myself. Yeah, Nebraska is only trailing by one game in the standings, and they play Wisconsin later. They play Iowa. They still control their own destiny, but besides just a 2-2 record in the conference, 4-3 overall. And they played an ugly game against Northwestern last week, defensive battle. A couple turnovers early for Nebraska didn't hurt them because they were playing an atrocious offense. Nebraska wins over Northwestern by 8. They're just a 2.5 point favorite at home against Purdue. Purdue has been competitive against just about everyone until they ran into Ohio State and got steamrolled. And so this is pretty much, in a sense, a pick 'em game with Nebraska at home in this one. Over unders 40.
Yeah, I like Nebraska. My simulation favors them by 7. So this is a game that jumped out when I was looking at my database simulations. But I do have, like, there's always concerns. There's no slam dunks with any of these. The one concern I do have is that Purdue's coming off the bye week. I think Purdue got their bye at the perfect time for several reasons. First of all, they're on a 1-4 straight up in ATS slide their last 5, and they were coming off the Ohio State game on top of that 41-7 loss against a physical team. So I think they really got the bye at the right time, and I do like to sometimes play teams like that off the bye. But I like Nebraska. My simulation favors them most weeks this season. I feel like they're an underrated team. Run the ball extremely well. And Purdue's been below average defensively. So even with the bye, I'm not sure it's going to fix that below average D. Nebraska holds a substantial defensive edge here and should control the line of scrimmage. So at -2.5 or less, there is some value with Nebraska.